For 50 years, OPEC held sway over global oil prices, securing a steady income for its members. But today, the 12% of its production crossing the Atlantic fetches far less. That's because oil prices quoted by the Gulf of Mexico refiners are lower. Lower thanks to America's fracking revolution. For the first time since the 1990s, America is producing more crude than it's importing and could one day overtake Saudi Arabia. Though maybe the biggest threat to OPEC's status quo comes from within, with Iran already set to produce 1 million more barrels a day within months. And meanwhile, demand is harder to predict. In the US, oil's monopoly as a transport fuel is being broken as cheaper shale gas finds its way into train and truck engines. This seasoned energy industry specialist says it's all turning up the pressure on OPEC.
The factors that are driving this potential decline are, above all, the potential increase from shale oil in the United States. They're probably going to become the largest oil exporter in the world within 2 or 3 years. That's the big driver. And there's also a possibility of resumption of increased oil production from Iran, as Iran has been very badly affected by sanctions over the last 10 years and its output levels have dropped, mainly because its fields are old and tired and they need refurbishment, but they can't do that because of sanctions. But the problem for OPEC is if the price is starting to slide, what you need to do is to, as a group, reduce your output, so you tighten the market up. But if one member of that group is dead set on raising its output levels, that becomes very difficult for the group to act together.
And with Brazil becoming the latest non-OPEC producer developing a huge new offshore field, the cartel has much to discuss. But one comfort might be that while lower oil prices are often forecast, recent history suggests that they may not last. Nigel Cassidy, BBC News.